Hi guys, it's Ali again and I'm back. I'm on holiday at the moment. The weather's not brilliant outside, so I thought I'd do a beauty review. As some of you know, I've just recently purchased this little beauty. In fact, I really knew that I was going to get so much wear out of it that I got the whole collection. So the actual collection consists of an eye makeup palette, which I will show you in a minute. Beautiful colours, 2 eye pencils, and 3 lipsticks that are all really wearable. I just love them. And they come in the most gorgeous rose gold containers. In fact, the packaging is just yummy. Yeah, there's 3 lipsticks, and I'm going to swatch them all for you, and I'm going to quickly have a go at putting some on my eyes and show you what I do. Okay, if I've got enough time. So here is the eye makeup collection. As you can see, I'm just going to try and get rid of me in the mirror. There's some beautiful shades. So it goes all the way through from a sort of very light shade. And there's a mixture of mattes and some more shimmery shades. This is one of my favourites, which is called Lumbre. If I can just show you that near to the camera, I just have an awful feeling that this light in here is not actually going to show it in its true glory. So I'll have a go at this video. If not, I might do it again later. Okay, but they're beautiful. It's kind of a beautiful peachy rose gold. So without further ado, I'm going to put some of these eyeshadows on. Let me just quickly, before I do that, show you. One eyeshadow pencil is brown. You can almost get away with using this. In fact, you can get away with using this as a lip pencil as well. It's a kind of brick brown colour, if I can show you that. And this one is called Torch. The only thing is, when I've put this on my waterline, and I've seen people do that in their videos, it kind of looks like you've had a bit of a sleepless night because it makes your eyes look a bit red. But it's quite nice under your eyes, and it's quite nice as an eyeliner. But I tend to try avoiding putting it in my waterline now because it just looks like I've got red eyes. And the other one, which is a beautiful colour, I know you're going to see Jack in the background. No show without punch. As it is our combined YouTube account. And why is that door suddenly opened? I just shut it a minute ago. I don't know. Never work with pets and children. That's what they say. And this is the other one. This is called Alkaline, and it's a beautiful purple. And it actually goes very well with some of the darker shades in the palette. So what I tend to do is line my eyes with it and then go over it with the corresponding shades in the palette to kind of blur it out, which is really nice. This works really nicely as an eyeliner. Really, really nicely. Okay, so anyway, and then we've got the lipsticks. Let me show you the lipsticks. So we've got a very dark one called Heat. This one is beautiful. As I said, I couldn't decide between them, so I got them all because they all go with the palette, and I know that I'm going to wear them all. So that is a sort of shimmery red. It's got a lovely kind of golden fleck to it, which you might not be able to see, but it is really, really gorgeous. Then you've got, and that's called Heat. And then you have, it's a metallic shade. Then you've got another metallic shade called Scorched, which is more of a brown coppery metallic, which is that one there. Again, probably the light's not doing this justice. I was going to do it outside, but it looks like it's about to thunder. And then you have a cream shade, which is a sort of pinky peachy nude. It's really nice colour. If you look at a lot of the YouTube videos, tutorials of this new palette online, most people are using that as a lipstick to finish off their tutorial. Okay, but they're all really wearable, and I know I'm going to get loads of use out of them. So let me do a very quick eye makeup look. I will just say Urban Decay are very good at adding eyeshadow brushes, and they're always decent ones. They're not these horrible little applicators that last about 2 seconds before they crumble away. So you always get two really good brushes with their palettes, which is nice. I'm just going to quickly shut this door before I carry on, and let's see if it opens again. Maybe we've got ghosts here. Right.
By the way, it opened because of me.
Ah, right. Thought it might have done. So, first of all...
Why didn't you ask me?
Yes. So first of all, I'm going to use this shade, which is called Sourced. This one here, as a transition shade. I've put some MAC primer on my the paint pot in, what's it called, Soft Ochre, which is a very skin colour, and it's like a cream eyeshadow, but it works. Most people use it as a base for your eyeliner. And I'm just going to tap that off to get the excess, because it is quite powdery when you take it off, especially Sourced for some reason. I don't know, but when I use my brush on it, it becomes very powdery. So you get a lot of debris from it. So I'm just going to work this into the crease of my eye as a transition shade. Now this is looking really dark. I'm not quite sure why, because it's not really that dark. I think it's just about the lighting in here. But it's a really, really nice transition shade. And I'm going to work it in. Little tip I learned online, which I wasn't doing at the start of this, which is very, very good tip actually, is to hold your brush at the end when you're working in a transition shade, because then actually you don't get loads of pigment that you then need to spend ages trying to blend in to your eyes, and it does really work. You do feel slightly less in control of your brush. Yes, Jack, darling?
Aren't you going to turn on my thing for the game Dragon City?
Yeah, after I've done this, darling, because I've started this now.
Is Dragon City or Dragon?
And I'm going to tap the shade, and then I'm going to work it in. Now, do you see when I've got more control over how much powder goes on. This is quite a neutral shade, and it's matte. So it just works up the colour, works up the intensity of the eyeshadow. And Jack's having a good look too. What do you think so far, Jack?
You look the same.
I look the same. Well, that's good, because makeup's only supposed to enhance you. It's not meant to make you look done up like a dog's dinner.
Like Super Saiyan Goku's.
Okay, Super Saiyan Goku is the big thing at the moment.
And by that, I mean with no eyebrows.
Okay, lovely. Really nice. Now, I'm going to go to a slightly thinner brush now. I'm going to go to this blending brush that's in here, but it's still a blending brush, so that I can build up the intensity in the crease. And I'm going to go for this lovely brick shade in the middle, which is called He Devil. And as I say, one of the reasons that I went for this palette is also, if you can see, a bit messy today, my hair, but actually it goes with my highlights. And again, I'm going to put the brush to the end, and I'm just going to gradually build up here. And what I want to do is I'm just going to pull that across so I don't keep dragging the skin, because I'm a woman of a certain age where the skin tends to drag. And I'm just going to build up the intensity in the crease here. And I'm looking into a phone camera, which is not the best way to put your makeup on. But before I do my final shot on Facebook, I will actually look into my lighted mirror and make sure that it's all adequately blended in. So I'm going to do the same on my other side. And as you can see, it just accentuates my highlights a little bit. Dab it in, tap it off, and again, I'm just going to pull this across so that I don't keep dragging my eyelid, because there's nothing worse for your skin than to keep dragging skin. And you see that I actually do quite a lot of blending which otherwise you can do it all at the end and you can put it on really messily, but it does look nicer if you gradually work that shade in to your crease rather than just putting it in and then doing it all at the end. You can still blend it in at the end. And then what I'm going to do in the corner is I'm going to take the very end of my brush and I'm going to use Ashes, which is the one that I said it corresponds very much to the eyeliner. And I'm going to put Ashes right in the corner there to just hide my hooded lid. And just do that there. And can you see how I'm just dabbing it on and then just working it up to a kind of triangle that's going up to my brow. I'm just going to dab that on and then blend it in with another brush in a second. So don't think I'm leaving it like that, because I wouldn't do that. And then I'm going to just do that on the other side. For some reason, this one never seems to pick up as much shadow. Ah, that's better. And so I'm just working that into the corner, like so. And I might just do a part 2 here because, as I say, for some reason I can only download 15 minutes at a time on YouTube, which is a bit of a mystery to me because I know other people upload far longer. So if you know why and you know what I need to do in terms of my settings, please leave a message in my comments below. And now I'm going to take a flat brush, which is a Sigma brush, E55.
I need to win a league.
Okay, and I'm going to take that lovely shade Lumbre, which I showed you earlier, which is this one here, and I'm going to put that on my eyelids. Now, the reason I'm using a flat brush like this is because that actually really packs on the glimmer, which is what I want to do on my eyelids. I don't want to do it anywhere else, because if you put frosty shades on
I'm begging you.
Yes, darling, I will do that in a minute.
I asked you earlier.
I know you did, but then you went to play with something else. So you can just wait for me to finish this video.
On the game I was waiting on.
And I'm only going to be on this for another couple of minutes, because I'm going to come back in a minute and finish off this look. Now I'm going to go back to my shader, my blending brush, and I'm just going to blend all of this in, like so that it's all blended. You don't want to see any harsh lines. And what I'm going to do is come back and do a part 2 in a second. And what the really good thing you can do here is, if you think, oh, actually when I look in the mirror, it's a little bit too dark or a bit too... What I tend to do is I use this shade here, which is called Chaser, which is a kind of a skin colour. And if you use that and you put a little bit on your blending brush to blend in, it kind of takes away the harshness of any colours if you feel that you've gone a bit too far. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm going to check in proper light. But what I am going to do is I'm going to clean that flat brush off, like so, because I'm on holiday, so I've only got a certain number of brushes. So I'm just going to clean that off on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to go in with this shade here called Ounce, just to highlight my brows at the end, like so. It's a really good shade for doing this. I haven't actually done my brows yet. So, and then I'm going to do this one here. And I'm going to come back for part 2 after I've sorted out Jack's game and show you the eyeliners and the lipsticks. So I will be back with you shortly, and then you will see the finished look on me. Okay, bye-bye. See you soon.